M&ETV, and we are going to be having a bumper time this afternoon. We're going to decide a champion tonight, but before we decide a champion, we have to decide who is going to finish in third and in fourth places. So we're going to have a word with some of the players, one player at a time in all four games, and already we have for the Delamere Avenue team, who is one of the teams who are going to contest third place, is Nikhil Collymore. Nikhil, you guys started the tournament with high hopes. You guys played very well, and unfortunately, that's just how knockout football is. That you guys were unfortunate in the way, especially how you all lost last night in the semi-finals. I understand that the mood in the camp will not be as high as you all expected, but how are you guys going to approach this third place game tonight?
At the end of the day, it's always about results, and even though we didn't get the result that we wanted, we are all winners at the end of the day, and we are coming out here regardless of what to win tonight. So the attitude is still, fellas, we're going out there to win. Everyone is still excited and pumped to win and represent for our avenue.
So Delamere, like I said, you guys started really well. As a matter of fact, some people might have had you guys as one of the favorites of the tournament based on how you guys played. The approach tonight is, did you guys tailor your approach tonight for the team that you have to play, or just probably because it's a third place game? I know you said that the attitude is high still in the camp, but is there anything that we're going to see tonight from the team that we didn't see so far in the tournament?
Nothing different, same approach, same high intensity. The only thing we may do different is we will have a little more couple rotations, get some guys who haven't gotten much of a chance to play, we'll give them more chance to play. Today we're still going out to win and represent for our avenue.
Nikhil, good luck tonight. We know the salvage you guys are trying to salvage this season, so good luck.
Thank you.
So that was Nikhil Collymore, and we're going to be joined by one of the teams that is going to contest the finals, and we're going to have Chanel Villafana. He's had a great tournament, but Bolio Avenue has had a mixed bag. You guys didn't start the tournament like you all started, but you scrapped and scraped, and you guys made it all the way to the final.
Yes, well, good night, everyone. We fought. I know you had a lot of spirit, a lot of fight, and we continue to push, and well, we reached the final. We persevered, and we're in the final, and we're going to fight again in the final.
You guys are a physical team. Last night, after the game, Kylan Gay would have said that you guys did. He would have admitted that the better football was played by Delamere, and you guys came up with the win because, well, basically because you guys were better in the penalty shootout. Do you share that view?
Well, that was kind of the tactic. We decided that, they were moving the ball better than us, so let's kind of like lock it up and go for the penalty kicks. Because if we try to, open up, there was the chance of us conceding a goal. Understand? So we decided that, look what, let's and play for penalties, and it was successful.
You guys are a very physical team. Probably the most physical team in the tournament. Is there any chance that you guys are going to move away from that, or are you guys going to continue playing the game?
We stick with what we know. It makes no sense to come now to try something different in the final. What we know is what has brought us this far, and we're going to continue.
Innocent play last night. He was suspended for one game. Is he going to be back tonight?
That is going to be the captain's decision. I'm not. Yeah, that's up to the captain.
Good luck tonight, Chanel, and best of luck.
All right, thank you very much. Have a blessed night.
So we're gonna. So we're gonna. So we've been joined now by Dinsley Avenue's Donnell Paris. Donnell, you're probably one of the unsung heroes on the team. A lot of the accolades might have gone to Powell, Sicharan, and Francois, but you have been very, very solid. We know that the unsung heroes are those people who usually are the people who bring it home, right? Do you plan to do anything different, or is there some part of the plan that would have you doing something in any way different tonight?
Basically, we come in with the same strategy and formation. As you don't know, Dinsley Village have the three-headed monsters. So really and truly, there's no need for me on top tonight. My duty tonight is to come out and make sure that we unbeaten as usual, Dinsley Village, and we come to take this home tonight because it's sort of a revenge thing from the last time. So that is basically our strategy tonight. We come out to play the same football, nothing different. We basically play together from youths, all of us, Kishon, Sicharan, Powell, myself, Akil, Jack, the whole team. We grew up in our village together, sweating right in the back from a very young age coming up. So we basically know everybody does play and we know how to gel together as a team.
Any pressure tonight because you guys haven't lost yet? Any pressure tonight to just keep it 100?
To be very honest, there was never pressure from the first game till now. I could say that for myself because the team haven't made any mistake to my knowledge. Yes, we may have take time to counter certain games because different teams come different. So basically tonight we're coming out with the same thing. No stress, no worries, nothing. We just come to defeat the teams.
So it's all about teams, different teams doing different things. You guys played Bolio already and you guys defeated them. They more than likely will be coming with sort of a revenge mode. I know that you've already said that you guys, come in and you guys already have the chemistry. Is there anything that you all have in mind that you believe that they're going to come with that you're going to counter them with?
Basically, yes, we counter them already and we'll counter them again. In the beginning was Dinsley Village and in the end it will always be Dinsley Village.
Donna, good luck tonight and best best wishes for the final.
Yes, thanks man, no problem.
So we're here just waiting on, as a matter of fact, he's already here. We have the final interviewee for the night and we have Anton Hall. Anton, he's representing the Dinsley Avenue team. Anton had very solid tournament so far. Unfortunately, your team hadn't had the results as some of the other teams. You guys had a very difficult start. You sort of backed into the knockout, won a knockout game, and then unfortunately you guys had probably run into the hottest team in the tournament. Is there any, how is the mood in the camp?
Mood was a little disappointing, but we had a game plan. The game plan didn't work out to some extent. We play a very good team. We play a good game as well. We should have put away our chances in the first half, and that's the most I could still do on this end, probably next year.
This team that you're playing tonight, Delame, is a team that you guys played in the tournament. As a matter of fact, that was the first game you guys played on the opening night. So you guys are going up against another team that everybody probably thought might have made it to the final. So is there any difference in the approach that you guys are going to make tonight in the third place game?
We just come and enjoy the football. More important as a community event. Tough loss. We lost in the semi-final. Moving forward next year, God's way.
You guys are playing third game. You were in the final four. Did you guys? I know you guys probably would have expected to go to reach at least this far, at least the semi-finals. Any air of disappointment? I know that you guys, like I said, started a little slowly, but is there any air of disappointment at all within the camp because you guys got to the semi-finals but didn't make it past the semi-final?
Yeah. Others was real disappointed. Want to come out and so on, but that is just how it goes out, That is how it goes. The most I could do is just be the captain and look forward.
Good luck tonight and best of luck.
Yeah. We will enjoy the night. Thanks.
So we just had Anton Hall. He's from the Dinsley Avenue team, and they will be playing in the third place game in the first game that is going to be contested tonight. So we just we have some entertainment, that we have some issues that we want to just work out, and we're going to be here for the third place game that is going to be starting in a few minutes between Dinsley Avenue and Delamere Avenue as well. They're going to be coming up in the first game, and later on we're going to be having Bolio Avenue. They will be taking on Dinsley Village, a hot favorite. So keep it right here on M&ETV. We're at the Trincity Community Cup 2025. So we're just moments away from the beginning of the third place game here in the Trincity Community Football Cup. On the final evening, we see a massive crowd here. And they're opting to be on the edges of the enclosure. As we see on our screens, the third place team, some people may consider them a surprise third place team. That's the Delamere Avenue team there in their yellow and black. They are making their way onto the field. And they will be contesting this third place game against Dinsley Avenue, who were beaten 1-0 last night against Dinsley Village, who many will consider the hot favorite. Delamere went into last night's game against Beaulieu maybe as one of the favorites to win the competition as well. However, they were knocked out and subjected to a third place game by a sudden death penalty shootout where they missed twice and Beaulieu missed on one occasion. Beaulieu there, you see on your screen a couple of Beaulieu players just at the scorer's table. The majority of the team is camped out just to the left of us here at the commentary table. And we're still awaiting the members of the Dinsley Avenue team. You know, we see that they are there, but they seem to be scattered about the area here at the Montague Recreation Ground, as there are several activities taking place. Earlier on, there was a lot of activities for the kids, and maybe they are still involved in trying to ensure that their kids are safe and packaged away. Maybe they are part of that. We still see some kids about, some of them still playing football in the background. But there is a very big crowd here. You may not see the majority of the crowd in the pavilion, given the proximity, the distance that the pavilion is from the enclosure where these games are being played. But there is indeed a big crowd, and you'll be able to see them as our cameras pan the area during this game. As we see the Delamere players still, getting themselves warm. This is actually the final night of the tournament, and these two teams would have contested the actual first game on match day 1 in Group A. Delamere came away 1-0 winners in that game. Kadeem Haita was the scorer, and he's in the lineup again tonight. He's in the lineup. The only regular from the Delamere team who will not be on the field tonight, we were informed, is Mario Springer, who has been nursing a couple of niggling injuries. Didn't seem as though he did, but we were informed that he had been suffering from some minor injuries throughout the tournament, but he did give his all and he did play well. He's one of the stars of the tournament this year. But we will see the likes of Nikhil Collymore, who we interviewed earlier, Jamil Lewis, Tevin Mongrue, Marvin Springer, Atiba McCutchinson, Frank Nanton, Quincy Ryan, Keslan Pear, and Tevez Nanton. They're going to be on the field for the Delamere team. So as we wait for the Dinsley Avenue team, we'll take a short break and we'll return in a bit with the third place game in the Trincity Community Football Cup 2025 here at the Montague Recreation Ground in Trincity. You are on M&ETV.
call for Dinsley Avenue. Final call for Dinsley Avenue, ladies and gentlemen. Final call for Dinsley Avenue. Hold on, I'm lining here with them. One.
Pretty girl, you are the recipe. Put down fire in the kitchen, my girl.
the teams make their way to the field, we have in pink tops and black shorts, Dinsley Avenue going up against Delamere in yellow tops and black shorts. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands
So as we now see both teams making their way on to the field, Dinsley Avenue in their pink and black uniforms, and we have the yellow and black of the Delamere team. They are on the right of your screen. And we see Delamere has only 4 players, but we expect that the remainder of players to be there. But we get ready for the singing of the national anthem. And the singing of the playing of the national anthem of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. We are in the presence of the Member of Parliament for the area, Trincity Maloney. We see her, Camille Robinson Regis, as you see, she's there with the chairman of the Trincity, rather the Tunapuna Piako Regional Corporation, one of the players for the Dinsley Avenue team, so Mr. Josiah Austin. We don't know whether or not he's going to be suiting up tonight, but as it stands, Dinsley, they only have 5 players and they need 6. Huddling on the right side of your screen, the yellow and black, is the Delamere team. They have a full squad. They're taking a team picture. They definitely, there's an air of disappointment with them, losing their first game in the semifinals, and the manner in which they lost via a penalty shootout. Says it's not the game that they expected to play tonight, but they are here tonight. These two teams met earlier on, as we said earlier. We see the final team pictures for both teams being taken as we get ready for this third place playoff between Delamere Avenue on the right in the yellow and black strips against Dinsley Avenue in their pink and black strips. And I imagine that Josiah Austin may very well suit up for them. So both teams are going to be inspected by both the councillor, the chairman, as well as the member of parliament. As we all know that there is general elections in just a couple of weeks. But this has less to do with that than a representation for the area and a very successful tournament. It's just getting through the formalities before we get into the actual football of the evening. So we're just moments away from the beginning of this third place game. Delamere Avenue is in their yellow strips, as we've said earlier, and they will be defending the goal to the right. And Dinsley Avenue is going to be defending the goal to the left, and they will be playing a one-man short, at least beginning that way. As we see, they are going to have a really tough time playing against a full squad of yellow players of the Delamere team. See Delamere trying to take the initiative earlier on. This ball has been played to Pierre. Pierre plays it to the middle to Mongrel. It's a foul. It's a foul for, it's going to be very, very dusty. It's been a very hot and dry day, typical of Easter weekend. You see Jamel Lewis standing over the towering figure of Jamel Lewis, taking that shot and beating everything, including the right upright, and go for a goal kick for the Dinsley team. And definitely is the biggest crowd that we've had. We've had very healthy crowds here throughout the tournament. This ball is played forward. Pierre just loses out with that extra man. You would see the Dinsley players just holding on to the ball a little extra, and that shot just going wide from Colin Mitchell. This ball is played quickly. Michael Collymore is it to Nanton, and Nanton just tried to slip that ball to Pierre. Just rolls over for a goal kick for Dinsley. See Hall is playing that ball forward to Mitchell, who will have a lot of work to do. Mitchell gets it back. It was played. Shot comes in, but Brewster, who takes that shot, and that ball just falls for Heiter. Heiter gets it, and Mongrel just Tried to cleverly just backheel that ball, but nothing doing against Anthem Hall as Heiter takes that shot coming off Anthem Hall, kicking up a whole lot of dust. It's Mitchell, Lewis, the ball coming in, Kessler and Pear. Can't believe his luck and skies that ball over the crossbar. They should have been up 1-0. Can't get another easier chance than that. This ball goes out into touch. So that's a big feature. It goes out of play. That ball is played to Mongrou. Mongrou tries to get it. Mongrou has had that knee wrapped, and here comes Heiter trying to get that ball. Collymore, shot, falls for Mongrou. Mongrou shoots. Mitchell keeps it out. Another Delamere throw. Heiter just plays it to Mongrou. Mongrou trying to play it back, but it comes off. Brewster. Mongrou trying to take that through one more time and plays it all the way to Lewis. Lewis rolls that ball and try to shoot past Nickel Collymore. It goes for another goal kick for the Delamere Avenue team. Delamere may need to employ another defender. They can't afford that, but something has to happen. Collymore plays it across the field. Pear, who missed that chance earlier, swings and misses. Ball comes forward, and here comes Mongrou, just slips it to Heiter. Heiter just couldn't get the shot off, and ball cleared away by Hall. That ball is again taken by Delamere, played long. Collymore just couldn't get to the end of that. And it goes for a goal kick for Dinsley Avenue. This ball's played forward again and just aimlessly played forward. And it's evident that that man advantage is affecting the Dinsley Avenue team. As we see Quincy Ryan just playing that ball forward. Brewster trying to get that. Nothing. Shot coming in from Anthem Hall. This goes wide. We see the strategy of the Dinsley team. They are trying to get those shots off and try to see if they could catch the Delamere players napping with their extra player. That ball goes forward. Pierre, who was given a nod to start today, has been very active in this game. This ball rolls all the way back, and Jamil Lewis is going to allow that ball to roll over the end line for a goal kick for Delamere. It's played to Mongrou. Mongrou plays it across to Lewis. Lewis gets it forward to Nanton, to Collymore rather. Collymore couldn't get that pass over to Mongrou. Well, we see Brewster shooting coming off for Lewis. It's going to be a free kick, tugging up the jersey. A free kick for Dinsley Avenue. It's played quickly to Hall, and Hall tried to get that shot off. But standing in the way is Kessler and Pear. He's taking shots, blocking shots. He's doing it all. So you see again 2 balls on the field. Comes in. The rhythm section struck up and keeping the vibes really high. Anthem Hall looking to find some room and couldn't get it. Sends that ball forward. And Delamere just couldn't get that ball into the path of Karim Heiter. So Dinsley is having some possession here. Brewster trying to get to Hall. Hall back to Brewster, but he plays it to Mongrou. Mongrou is going forward, knocks it to Heiter. Heiter trying to get that ball inside. The ball comes off the defender, runs it out, gets it back to Hall. Dinsley trying to come forward. And maybe this space It's not going to be the best thing for the Dinsley team, given the disadvantage that they have. Mongrel controls that ball, tries to get shot off, and the ball coming off Colin Mitchell for corner. Heiter just trying to play that ball for Mongrel, but unsuccessfully. It goes for a throwing for the Dinsley team. Ball coming off the hand there. Mongrel, he's saying it came off the side of his body, but the referee isn't having any of it. It's a free kick for Dinsley. They're going to take it. Mitchell standing over that ball and trying to send it forward. Yet to see the chairman, who is a Dinsley player, that's cleverly backheeled there by Heiter, but he loses out. And the Brewster, who had a monster game in the quarterfinal, scoring as well, just plays that ball across the field to no one. It's a throw-in for Delamere. Delamere playing that ball to Mongrel. Mongrel controls and trying to roll it into the path of Heiter. It's a corner. Ball last came off Dinsley player. See Mongrel just directing some traffic and plays that ball all the way to Nickel Collymore. Collymore couldn't control it. Dinsley come forward. Dinsley, 3 players in the attacking half of the field. But here comes Lewis, knocking it forward. Just couldn't get it to McCutcheon, who just made his way onto the field. The big, powerful number 4. We are here in the Trincity Community Football Cup. Just about 9 minutes into this first half. See Mongrel taking that ball down very cleverly. Puts it to McCutcheon. McCutcheon shoots all the way back to the fence. You see Collymore playing that ball wide to Nanton, to Heiter, and Heiter to Mongrel. Mongrel has it, tries to shoot from a wide angle. Ball coming forward, that ball comes off Mongrel for a goal kick for the Dinsley team. Dinsley can't imagine that they can keep up this frenetic pace. Mongrel trying to capitalize on an error. But Brewster comes in, and Atiba McCutcheon charged with a foul. I see Nickel Collymore looking to come forward, and he has options. He gets one of those options, not the way that he expected. He tries to shoot that ball, and here comes the ball falling for Lewis. Plays it wide for McCutcheon. McCutcheon looking to play that ball inside, but couldn't get it as it comes off the Dinsley player. They get a corner, and Heiter holds on to it. Plays that ball to McCutcheon. He plays it back to Lewis. Lewis tried to thread the needle to Heiter, but cut off by Hall. Hall trying to come forward, play the ball. He holds on to it. He realized no options were available. Plays it to Brewster now, and Brewster has it. Tries to get that ball to the middle, but just couldn't successfully play it to number 3. It's a throw-in for Delamere. Mongrel just there waiting to take it, and again 2 balls on the field. Mongrel just stops one of the balls, and again, ball this time played behind for a Delamere corner. It's a big imposing figure of Jamil Lewis. Plays it to Heiter. Tried to get that ball in the middle when he got it back. Mongrel gets it. Tries to play it in the middle for Collymore, but McCutcheon picks it up. Ricochets back into the Delamere half of the field. Plays it to Lewis. Tracks back. The ball was just played forward, but it comes off Brewster. Throw in to Delamere. Collymore plays it to Lewis. Lewis tries to place it forward, but it comes off Brewster one more time for a throw-in. 10 minutes gone in this first half. See McCutcheon looking to find some room, but skies it. And it's a goal kick for Dinsley. to say that the crowd is building here. Standing room only. It's Easter weekend here, glorious Saturday as that ball was played all the way forward. Colin Mitchell not sending it to anyone in particular. Dinsley Avenue in the pink, they're playing with 5 players tonight. It is ball coming off the upright. A snapshot there from Mongrou from the right foot. This knocks back the post. It's the best chance of the game so far. See Brewster trying to stamp that ball forward. And here comes Mongrou. Mongrou trying to hold that ball in. Ball played out for a throw-in. Let's look at the throw it in to Heiter. Heiter's unmarked. Played all the way back to Jamil Lewis. Lewis plays it forward, but Collymore just couldn't find the speed to get to that. It was a little too far forward for him. And this ball is won by Mongrou, not in the most dangerous position where it was promising, but the ball was played behind by Mitchell for a goal kick. And that ball comes off a hand. It does come off a hand from a Delamere player, Collymore's hand, or rather, yes, Collymore's hand. Free kick, which was already taken. McCutcheon plays it back to Lewis. McCutcheon gets it back, plays it all the way across the field to Collymore. Collymore tries to control it, but he loses it. Foul on Collymore. A little bit of gamesmanship between Collymore and the Dinsley defender. Trying to play that ball forward. It was played away. It's a big task to get around the bigger figure of Jamil Lewis. As he plays that ball forward, plays it out of play. It's a throw-in for Dinsley Avenue. See the ball coming back into the enclosure there. Ball being thrown in. The ball played back across the field to Anthony Hall. The ball just bounces very awkwardly and goes for a goal kick. And we see that dust kicking up, and we expect that it's going to be extra dusty in the final, as one of the teams, Beaulieu Avenue, has been a very, very physical team. And we had a lot of dust in that game last night in the semi-final, as we see Delamere winning a free kick, and Mongrou not converting on the pass from Jamil Lewis. It's going to be another goal kick for Dinsley, which is errantly played up the field and goes for a Delamere throw-in. And that's the end of the half. It's goalless at the end of halftime in this third place playoff between Delamere and Dinsley Avenue. Let's get some highlights. And with the man advantage, you're going to see Delamere with a lot of the possession and a lot of the attack. That ball from Kesslin Pear just skied. Couldn't believe that he couldn't put that ball away. It's another attack. This one struck the upright. Mongrou just can't believe his luck. Another one just going to the side. Nothing from Mongrou. So it has been all the Delamere Avenue here in this third place playoff on the final night of the Trincity Community Cup 2025 here at the Montague Recreation Ground in Trincity. We'll be back. You are on M&ETV.
soon we're going to see the upgrade of the Etihad grounds as well. And we're looking forward to much more activity, especially at our community center, the brand new Trincity Community Center. Spanking brand new center, brand new grounds, and newly refurbished Etihad grounds in a short a bit, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready for second half action right here. iPad, check the DJ. You want to change the mic? iPad, check the DJ. Yeah. Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. We got that $10 sandwiches as well, the $10 chicken sandwiches.
So both teams are being summoned back to the field to contest the second half of this third place playoff of the Trincity Community Football Cup 2025 here at the Montague Recreation Ground in Trincity. And one of the dignitaries to observe this game is the Honourable Member of Parliament, Camille Robinson Regis, for the constituency of Trincity Maloney, as well as the chairman of the Tunapuna Piako Regional Corporation. And it will be interesting to see how they contend with the dust. Their tent is rather close to the field, as we see both teams making their way back onto the field. As a matter of fact, we see the chairman giving the Dinsley team a little extra because he's a member of the Dinsley team, and they played the first half with 5 players, and it's a six-a-side tournament. We see Josiah Austin making his way, shaking the hand of Frank Nanton there. And he's wearing the number 19. He's going to be playing this 15 minutes, and possibly he's going to be taking penalties if this game continues and remains goalless or tied at the end of regulation. Coming on, we see Teves Nanton, the number 2 for the Delamere team. He's starting in place of Kareem Haita. You see there on the field there, and the ball has been played by Brewster, and Brewster taking that shot, first shot of the second half, all along the ground, just wide of the post. And of course, Jamil Lewis. And that's going to be a colossal clash with if Jamil Lewis and Josiah Austin come together. This ball just rolls out for another goal kick, this time for not the Delamere team, but the Dinsley team. Played long by Colin Mitchell. And at this moment, they're trading goal kicks, both teams. So Delamere wins a goal kick. It's going to be played by Jamil Lewis. Lewis looking for the best option. Best option looking to be Mongrou. Just plays that ball quickly to Nanton. And Mongrou gets a shot around the ground. So we see the intent of both teams to try to have either goal maybe be under siege. As Lewis picks it up, looking for a ball through the air. Frank Nanton is not getting that ball, but coming off the head. Brewster turns, flicks it in the middle, and that just ball rolls away on the far side for a Delamere throw. Nanton looking to take that throw, play it forward. It's picked up by Hall, and Hall gets the shot off. It just wasn't on target. It goes behind for a goal kick. As a matter of fact, it came off a player. It's going to take a corner. This ball is going to be taken quickly, but it clears into Lewis, and Lewis plays it into touch for a throw-in. Way over everything. Need a new ball. And that ball comes from this side, and the throw-in is going to be taken by Dinsley, which they lose. And here comes Mongrou. Mongrou looking to take that shot and almost tapping that ball in from the far side was Frank Nanton. And he takes a tumble. The ball goes over the end line for another goal kick, but that it could have easily have been 1-0. The ball played forward again, but picked up by Hall. And here comes Brewster. Brewster taking a shot. And by the time the finals come around, the netting will need some rehab, because these two teams are going all out in this second half. We see Mongrou trying to get it, but we see a foul on Anthem Hall. The ball is played into Teves Nanton, but Nanton may very well be the youngest player in this tournament. He looks the part. Maybe he should have been in the under 12 exhibition game that was played before these competitive games. He seems to have the skill, and a nice piece of skill there, but he loses out, and that ball comes to Nanton, and Teves Nanton holds on to it, but he's surrounded by 3 players much bigger than he was. That ball just actually being given there. Dinsley Avenue squad. It's going to be taken by Josiah Austin. Austin standing over that ball. Standing in front of him is Tevin Mongrou. Plays that in. And Brewster gets it. Knocks it back to number 7. Trying to get it back to Austin. And Austin looking to flick. Standing against him was Nanton. Was actually Mitchell. Plays it to Anthem Hall, who loses out to providing some of the entertainment that we see Kareem Haiter making his way back onto the field, as well as Keslin Pear, who just pushes that ball through, but to no one in particular. Goes out for a goal kick. However, referee saying otherwise. Collymore playing that ball forward, but only picked up by Hall, trying to get it to Austin. And Hall gets it back. They've been harried by. The ball was played by Lewis. Lewis always very much involved in the play. To find Austin in the middle. Comes off Pear for a throw-in. To Josiah Austin one more time, but he plays it back. But here comes the number 10. Mongrou. Mongrou might have stepped out of bounds with that ball. And it's a throw into Dinsley, but it's an illegal throw. A player stepping on the line as he Heiter looking to play to his favorite target, Mongrel. But Heiter looked to get it back, played all the way, but he turns and he gets away from his marker, plays it to Mongrel. Mongrel tried to get it in the middle, but he loses out. That ball has been played to Bruce. The goal kick playing very quickly. And here's Heiter. Heiter not being able to settle on the ball, and that has been the case since the semi-final game last night. Not being given the chance to have any sort of space. Has scored a couple of very good goals, as we see that ball goes over the line for another goal kick for the Delamere team. This game might seem to be game might very well be coming onto the wire. 5 minutes remaining in this game, and it's still goalless. And you are here on M&ETV as we see Nick Collymore trying to negotiate with the netting to get that ball, to bring it back into the enclosure. As we see Atiba McCutchinson, a shot coming well high and well wide, and they'll do well to retrieve that ball. So goal kick for the Delamere team. Ball falls for Heiter. Heiter almost getting the return pass from McCutchinson. So ball played forward, but a little too rich for Austin. Probably if he was 10 years younger. And just having a word with Nanton. Both Austin and Nanton would have attended college in the United States around the same time, and would have played competitive football as well. As you see Austin playing that ball, and Quincy Ryan just getting to that ball, playing that ball forward, trying to see if they could get it to Heiter. Heiter gets, but Colin Mitchell just playing that ball away, not taking any chances with the dangerous Kadeem Heiter. Maybe one of the 4 best players, more productive players in the tournament, with people like Kishon Citron, who we are going to see a little later on, Kylan Gay, and I would put Anthony Warwick of the Cane Farm 2 team in that 4 from the champions from 2024, who were knocked out by the Bolio Avenue squad in the quarterfinals. Here's a throw in from the ball not being played. Number 14 for the Delamere team. The ball was played inside, played away. And here comes Dinsley one more time, but here comes Mongrel. Mongrel taking it off the feet of Hall, taking it off his feet, and we see a whistle. We hear a whistle here. We see a foul. We were thinking that it might have been a little closer to the goal and might have very threatened to be a penalty. But as per usual, standing over any dead ball situation for the Delamere team is Jermaine Lewis. And he's there with Nickel Collymore, and he's been able to strike it. It comes off Anthony Hall, and it stays in bounds. And Lewis looking to play that ball in, but it does come off Hall one more time and goes behind for a throw-in. Still have 2 balls on the field. Throw-in coming in from Lewis. He gets it back from Heiter. Plays it across the field to Mongrel, but Mongrel not able to. Imran, any of them action should I say again? Send some of them from now. By WhatsApp. Good, I will tell you after. Anton Hall just playing that ball, but a whistle coming in there, illegally stopped. And it's going to be a Dinsley free kick. Played by Josiah Austin, plays it to Hall. Hall looking to play it all the way back to Callan Mitchell. Mitchell plays it forward, trying to see if he can get that ball forward, and Josiah Austin wins it. Austin just trying to hold on to it. And ball last coming off Austin. And Collymore looking to take that through. And takes it to Heiter. Heiter has it, plays it across field. Gets it, Heiter gets it back. A better piece of control. Might have been detrimental to the Dinsley team. Mongrel was looking for a pass, and he might have been able to slot it home. But here comes Heiter. Heiter has that ball for the throw-in, trying to get it forward to Lewis. Was played into touch again by a Dinsley player. That ball split across, dangerously across the field. And it's going to be, actually it's going to be a Delamere throw. It came off the Dinsley player. Lewis playing that ball forward one more time. Again, they win another throw-in. As this game comes down to the wire, it's still goalless. The final minutes, the final 2 minutes of this game. Dinsley wins themselves a throw in their half of the field. Playing that ball. And here comes Hilaire Brewster. Brewster looking to finish it, but stepping in the way was Collymore. And it's going to be a corner. Corner quickly taken. Brewster trying to play that ball back to the number 7. And Brewster gets it back. Tries a shot. And, coming off Ryan, and Ryan stands his ground in the goal there. And here comes Lewis plays it to Mongrel, and Mongrel plays it to Heiter. Heiter tried to place that ball. Coming up trumps is Colin Mitchell. That's here. We see Mongrel and Collymore trying to play that ball forward. Here comes Heiter. Heiter has it, plays it to Lewis. Lewis takes it down. We're going to play it back. And then play it forward to Mongrel. Mongrel just couldn't control. And it goes over for a goal kick for the Dinsley Avenue squad. It was played forward. And that's the end of this third place playoff. And we still don't know who is the third place team. So they are going to take a break. And we're going to come back with 2 5-minute halves of extra time. And if we can't be separated by that time, we're going to have penalty kicks to decide who is going to take third place in the 2025 Trincity Community Football Cup here at the Montague Recreation Ground in Trincity. We are going to be back on M&ETV. as we've returned to the action, and this is the first of the 2 5-minute halves of extra time. This ball has been forward and not caught there by Mongrel. It just goes behind for another goal kick. It's not cagey. It's very competitive actually, and a little more competitive since the Dinsley team has had a full complement of players, but it's still dominated by a beautiful shot there from Mongrel for the Delamere team. I'm just going to say it's being dominated by Delamere. They have the ability to rotate players, as they have 6 players on the field and 4 players on the bench, and they have done so successfully to this point. The only success that they haven't had is to actually get one in the back of the net, as you see Hilaire Brewster losing out there to McCutchinson. Plays it to Josiah Ossa, a beautiful shot, curves away, but it a little too high, and Quincy Ryan just allowing that ball to just pass, but Dinsley wins it back, gets it back to Austin. Austin looking to shoot again. And this one was much higher, a little bit wider. So goes to Delamere, and not the best piece of control for Atiba McCutchinson. He allows the ball to roll over for a goal kick for Delamere, who, while they started with some promise, has just regressed a bit in this first period. And this shot goes in, and beautifully struck. And Frank Ryan had no idea of what was happening. And it's 1-0 for Dinsley Avenue. As it stands, Dinsley Avenue is looking at a 3rd place. See, Mongrel just playing that ball forward, trying to get it to Heiter. And Hall that this game is going to be very much intense. At this point, he's playing it back. Here's Mongrel. Mongrel trying to play to Heiter, and Heiter loses out. Another throw for the Delamere team. Gets it to Heiter, and Heiter gets it to Mongrel. And Mongrel trying to go up against the much heavier Josiah Austin, trying to thread that ball back to Austin. And we see Frank Nanton playing that ball forward to Heiter. Heiter knocking it to Mongrel. Not convincingly, but Mongrel does get it back. And that ball is played in, and that ball is handled. That ball is handled by Colin Mitchell. And Mitchell is really upset with a teammate here not playing it. And it's a penalty. And a yellow card has been shown to Colin Mitchell. And it's a penalty to the Delamere team, stood over by Kareem Heiter. And that's 1-1. And answering the Auguste, the Augustine rather, goal in just about a minute is Kareem Heiter with a penalty. And this game is still tied. So we see Delamere going forward. This ball is played forward, and this is the end of the first half of the extra time. Both teams are going to switch sides immediately. As you see, both teams making the switch. And Dinsley just giving up a golden opportunity. to go and take third place. However, they still play, and a beautiful shot there from Brewster. Brewster is not leaving anything to chance. He's going after it. See Augustine displays it back. The goal scorer. Mongrel winning a free kick. The ball is going to play back into the middle of the field, and standing over is Brewster, but here comes Collymore rather, trying to take that shot, but coming off a pink shirt and goes for a throw-in on the far side. You see Collymore and his squad looking to take the initiative. They've played from behind, but they only played from behind for about a minute. See Mongrel taking the throw, but it wasn't his throw to take. And here comes Brewster taking that throw, playing it backwards. The ball's being played forward to Augustine. Augustine loses out. Heiter, he has the ball, knocks it to Nanton, but Nanton not heavy enough for that, and that ball is across, but Augustine just couldn't get onto it and tangle in the net. The other side is one of the players, but he gets out without a full complement, but they have played without a full complement or for more than a half. So you see Lewis, and that ball is chested down almost into the path of Kessler and Pear, and here comes Mongrel. Mongrel tried to square that ball, but Pear just couldn't get to it. But here comes Heiter. Heiter beats his man, plays that ball to Mongrel. Mongrel wins it, but it's a foul. A free kick for Delamere, taken too quickly for Heiter, and Heiter trying to kick that ball off of Josiah Austin, and Austin plays it, sends it forward, and it's an illegal throw, and Austin just can't believe it. Austin just can't believe that he was called for an illegal throw-in. Here comes Pierre to Heiter to Mongrel. Mongrel still looking for his players. The dust is really kicking up here. It's going to be some final with this dust. And here comes Augustine, goal scorer. He tries his luck, tries a shot from halfway, just comes off Pear and falls for Hall. Hall plays it back and then plays it for Brewster. Brewster plays it across the field for Augustine. Augustine trying to play it forward to Austin. That ball is a late whistle. It is a free kick for the Dinsley team. Austin wins a free kick there for his team just midway through the half of the Delamere squad. Standing over it is both Hall and Austin. See both players just having a word with each other. And Hall just rolling it for him. And he rolls it back to Hall. Hall trying to get some room, trying to play it to Brewster, but Brewster couldn't get it because it came off a Delamere player. It goes into touch over everything. And it's a throw-in to Dinsley Avenue. The ball is being retrieved. We're almost up. There might very well be a minute or so of stoppage time by the referees. It's 5 minutes per half in this extra period. We've already had one half and we see the ball making its way back. So we are seeing both teams for the finals get themselves ready. That ball illegally thrown in. Played out. Here comes Mongrel playing it to Heiter. Heiter looking for the space. That ball is played to Pear, and Pear gets it off the defender, the number 3. The ball is being thrown in. Heiter gets it and played in by Kessler and Pear, but loses out. And here comes Brewster trying to counter. Lewis just gets between them. And, Dinsley trying to make a final read here through Anthony Hall, and Hall just played all the way to the middle and tossed over by Nikel Collymore. He gets a yellow card. And in order to knock over Anthem Hall, it will take some effort. But Collymore, big enough and strong enough, you must say. It's a free kick taken by Josiah Austin. Augustine just couldn't get to that ball, and Mongrel trying to get to it, and Keslan Pear trying to pull it down, trying to control that ball. Controlled by Lewis though. Heiter looking to turn, plays it back to Lewis, but it's won by Dinsley. Dangerously played across the field, and Brewster trying the shot, but high and wide. And that's the end of the extra time here in this game. And for the second game in a row, second night in a row, Delamere is going to be involved in a penalty shootout. At the end of extra time, it's Delamere Avenue 0, Dinsley Avenue 0. Both teams are already setting themselves up to take these penalty kicks. And for those of you who are unaware, both teams are going to be taking 3 kicks. And if the scores are still tied after 3, they're going to go into sudden death. So Dinsley Avenue might be having nightmares based on what would have happened last night against Bolio Avenue, where they went down. They had 6 conversions of 8, while of the 8 attempts from Bolio Avenue, they converted 7 times. And we see for the toss, the first kick is going to be taken by Delamere Avenue. So the first kicker is going to be Kareem Heiter. He's standing over the ball, awaiting the referee's whistle. And here he goes. He just taps it in, and the ball comes off of the left upright. So Heiter misses the first attempt. So we have Nikolai Williams, the number 3. He's going to be taking the first kick for Dinsley. Nikolai Williams. And he misses as well. It was a scorch of a shot, and it came off the base of the right upright. So no harm, no foul. And this is going to be the second attempt. It's going to be taken by Keslan Pear. Pear knocks it in. And Anthem Hall is going to be taking the second penalty for the Dinsley squad. Pear has had a very productive tournament skill-wise, trying to put back on, and he knocks it in. Cool as ever. Anthem Hall. It's the third attempt. So Colin Mitchell needs this conversion to keep the game alive. And Mitchell hits it, and he misses. And Delamere Avenue finishes 3rd in this year's tournament after losing from a penalty shootout in the semi-final. They will be winners of the 3rd place, courtesy of a penalty shootout over the Dinsley Avenue squad. As we see both teams from the final, Bolio Avenue and Dinsley Avenue, Dinsley Village, have already taken the field. As we may look to have a word with players from the previous game. Bolio in their orange blue team, blue and yellow of the Dinsley Village. They are undefeated in this year's tournament so far. Dinsley Village making it through the semifinals with a scorching goal in the second half from one of their main players, Marc Francois. Bolio, like we said earlier, they made it through a penalty shootout versus Delamere on the semifinals. Both teams advanced through the Group B. Bolio coming third in that group. And topping the group was obviously the Dinsley Village team. Like I said, they have been flawless. They've won every single game. You see both players, both teams in some final formalities, taking some pictures. And they're going to be met by the Member of Parliament for the constituency, Miss Camille Robinson-Regis, the Honourable. She's making her way around and looking to make her way through the enclosure. As we see a lot of Dinsley fans making their voices heard, as you heard. But Bolio Avenue, very physical in their play. And another finesse team. As a matter of fact, I think all the teams that they've faced are finesse teams. They can't get more finesse than the team in blue, yellow, and black. And that's the Dinsley Village squad. As we see them being met by the Honourable Camille Robinson-Regis, as well as the chairman of the Tunapuna Piako Regional Corporation, Mr. Josiah Austin, who just saw playing, just was defeated in the third place game. You are on M&ETV. We are here at the Montague Recreation Ground for the finals of the Trincity Community Football Cup 2025.
That's what we're talking about.
So we're getting ready for the final game, championship game, however you want to call it, here at the Trincity Community Football Cup 2025 here at the Montague Recreation Ground. Team in the orange, Bolio finishing third in Group B. They have made their way into the final after last night's penalty shootout. They outlasted Delamere Avenue, converting 7 of 8 attempts, as opposed to the 6 converted by the Delamere team. And they're coming up against a team that maybe 80% of the ground here, this audience here, the crowd here, will consider to be the favorite. Dinsley Village, they've gone 7 games without a loss. They've gone undefeated so far. And they are looking to create history, as they would have said yesterday after the game. Going undefeated, not just undefeated, they would have won every single game, a 100% record. Getting ready to go. So Dinsley Village in the yellow and blue, defending the goal to the left of your screens. And Bolio Avenue defending the team on the right. And they have the touch first. And Kylon Gay taking the first. And, here they come. That ball played by Gay. Again, very physical. The two very, very big physical players, Sicharan and Powell. The ball thrown for Bolio Avenue. You see Donald trying to play that ball forward. And Herbert taking the first shot of this final. High and wide. McConney not troubled at all in the back there. See Akil Jack trying to just get that ball forward, but doesn't play it convincingly. But it's won by Hibbert. Hibbert gets it back, plays it to Innes. Innes who takes that shot. Innes who was not. As a matter of fact, that ball came off of a Dinsley player, and very quickly we see Bolio trying to get one up on the Dinsley players, Dinsley team. You see Hibbert trying to get that ball, probably the smallest player of the players, Hibbert. Dial playing that ball, gets it back, trying to play it forward, but to Hibbert, but Hibbert just couldn't get control of that ball, and Powell just holding on to possession. The ball coming off. We see the official on the far side saying it's a Bolio ball. You see this ball playing forward and can't be controlled by Gay. And here comes Hibbert one more time. He's had a lot of the ball so far in this early going. And a foul there from Innes. And Innes who missed last night's game through suspension. We see Sicharan, probably the player of the tournament. He's getting that ball to Powell. We still haven't seen Mark Francois in this game so far. But here comes Innes. Innes looking to shoot and shoots and gets that ball coming off of McConney. That ball coming off the crossbar and going out for a corner for Bolio. So the initial spark is with the team in orange. They have had the better of the exchanges so far. We see Innes trying to play that ball, but Sicharan claiming that it is a goal kick, and it is indeed a goal kick. Ball playing forward, but a little confusion there. And here comes Akil Jack. Jack holding on to that ball. It's going to be very, very physical, and ball goes to Bolio. Here comes Hibbert. Hibbert loses. And a shot coming in from Powell in the midst of a cloud of dust. And playing that ball forward is Innes, but Hibbert just couldn't get it. Might very well be blinded by the cloud that he was in. It is very, very dusty. And that ball is played forward. And here comes Francois. Francois might have been better served in leaving that ball for Cicheran to strike it. He had taken the defender out of the goal. We see Cicheran going down there. And we know Cicheran, he is definitely going to be a target tonight. You see the official there just having a word with Kylan Gay. Cicheran standing over that ball, looking to see what can happen. They have a pair of players just on the half line, and striking it is Cicheran, but it comes off an orange player. It goes for a corner for Dinsley Village. He plays it inside, just gets that ball, and Francois just trying to play it in. It's going to also be another corner for Dinsley Village. So Dinsley now taking the initiative. It's taking now the advantage. Powell just trying to turn with that ball, but it was knocked out of play by Hibbert. It was played to Jack. Jack to Paris. Paris trying to get that ball to Francois. Francois trying to play it in, but it's knocked out of play by Kayonge. Played forward from the corner. Francois gets it back, plays it as a throw-in. Francois tries to play that ball into the path of Paris, but Paris doesn't have to do much as Powell picks it up. The ball falls for Dial, who displays it forward, and going through the netting is Hibbert. Hibbert trying to play that ball in. Flies through the netting on his own accord, trying to get it in and annihilates that piece of netting down there. And Paris is not paying much of attention where he was playing that ball off. But the Village does have that ball. And here comes Cicheran, cracks that shot, doesn't get it in, gets it past the defense, but it goes behind for a throw-in, actual goal kick. So, standing room only here. We see Hibbert trying to get that ball, but the man they know as Animal, Innes, trying to muscle his way to getting that ball. Powell to Cicheran, Cicheran to Jack. Jack is not averse to shooting, but he didn't have the space to shoot. That ball goes over the far side for a goal kick, for a throw-in rather. The ball has since been retrieved. It's gonna be ball changing hands very, very frequently. As we see Kylan Gay is playing that ball forward, and we can hear from the fans below us, they are calling for everything, especially for the Dinsley players. Dinsley going forward. A ball played into touch by Kylan Gay. The throw is going to be taken by Cicheran. It's played all the way across the field to Powell. Powell trying to get that ball forward. He retains possession. He plays across the field. It is going to be a Bolio throw-in. Couldn't be accepted by Jack, but here comes Hibbert. Hibbert has it with Kylan Gay, plays it back to Hibbert, and Hibbert plays it to the middle, and it's been heavy challenge, equal challenge from Francois. We see some emotions, not running high, but it's getting the better of a couple of teammates, Powell and Francois from the Dinsley team. As we see Hibbert still on the turf. And Hibbert himself picked up a knock last night, and he seems to be in some discomfort right now. He's not the biggest of players, but he's back on his feet. The ball is played forward. And Dial just playing that ball back. Cicharan picks it up and plays it back to Jack. Jack playing it forward to Powell. Powell has it, goes forward and plays it to Francois. And Francois just from a very tight angle, just trying to knock it home. But his back was turned to the goal. He tried something very nifty, just didn't get with it. So Kylan Gay trying to get that ball forward. And the Bolio players, not as physical as they have been so far in the tournament. You see Powell gets that ball, trying to play that ball forward to Cicharan. Doesn't get it to Cicharan, just plays it into touch. It's a Bolio throw-in. It's going to be taken by Kareem Dial. It's illegal, as Dial would have stepped on to the field while he was taking that throw. It's going to be a Dinsley throw, and Cicharan takes it to Powell, back to Cicharan. Cicharan looking to send that ball forward, try to center it, but a number of orange shirts in there, and his ball is played into touch by Bolio. And Cicharan looking to play that ball to Paris. Paris has it, plays it back to Cicharan, looking to go forward, try to square it, but Francois was not in the position that he thought he would have been to just touch that ball home. See Lewis playing that ball back to James Brown. And here comes Jack. Jack not controlling for himself, and here comes Brown. Brown has it, play it to Kylan Gay. And Gay being forced across the field. And the ball is playing forward. Cicharan gets it. A judge to have handled that ball. And Bolio wins another free kick. Kylan Gay trying a shot, very ambitious, but couldn't convert. Here comes Cicharan. Cicharan with tons of space, plays it back to Powell. It's back to the goal. Play it back to Cicharan, trying to get it back to Powell. Powell looking for both players with a handball, but the referee would have given the free kick to the Bolio team, stating that Powell would have handled that ball. And Dial trying to get it back from Kylan Gay, but played too hard over everything. Cicharan gets the ensuing through from Powell. Cicharan trying to play it back to Paris. Paris has it, plays it to Jack. Jack takes control, looking to play it across the field, but Cicharan just a little late on it. And the Dinsley players not as sharp as they have been so far in the tournament. And again another illegal throw from the Bolio team. This time from Kylan Gay. Has a wry smile on his face. And Cicharan is throwing it to Powell. Powell has it. Powell looking to find Francois, but plays it nicely. Jack looking to send it forward, but plays it off Gay and gets a throw-in for the Dinsley team. Akio, Jack playing it back to Powell, but Powell trying to find Francois. Unable to do so. The ball rolls behind for a goal kick for the Bolio team. Here comes Kareem Dial. Powell has it, plays it to Cicharan. Cicharan trying to beat his man, but well marked there and knocked behind for a corner by Dial. Cicharan trying to get, and that ball was, that didn't come off a hand, and there is some protest from the Dinsley players, but only a corner given. Here comes Hakil Jack. Hakil pulling to the middle of the field. Paris looking to shoot. Just couldn't get enough of it, but it's a corner. Ball coming off, another orange shirt. So since the early going, the Dinsley Village team has taken some of the sting out of what the Blue Avenue team has, as we see Powell takes that shot way over the crossbar. In the ensuing goal kick, it's coming off the boot of Mark Francois. We see Hibbert holding on to the ball and going to ground one more time. Dial playing that ball, and here comes Cicharan, a little too high, a little too far for Mark Francois. The ball goes for a throw-in for Bolio Avenue. Bolio again pushing the back there from Jaden Powell. on Donald Hibbert. A free kick for the Bolio squad, taken by Villafana. Villafana just trying to play that ball forward to Hibbert. Hibbert in space trying to get that ball to the middle, but Akil Jack played ball into touch. Another throw-in for Bolio Avenue. The ball is played to Brown, but Brown just can't find a teammate. And this ball is for Sicharan. Sicharan flies that one from a very tight angle. It goes behind for a Bolio goal kick. The ball is played forward. And here comes Hibbert. Hibbert just couldn't get to that. Maybe still being affected by the knot that he picked up. He does have the dirtiest shirt on the field. And Akil Jack just not going up the line in the manner in which he hoped. And here comes Citran just intercepting that throw-in and trying to send that ball forward, but it comes off Innes and it goes for a Bolio corner. And here comes Mark Francois trying to play it back to Powell. Powell trying to play it back to Francois. Plays it up to Akil Jack. Powell gets it back, plays it forward. Kareem Dial says, and a shot coming in. Couldn't keep it down from Sicharan. But the Bolio goal, it's safe to say, has been under siege over the last 5 minutes or so. Hibbert not controlling that ball. It's himself into Powell from Jack. And rose into touch eventually for a throw-in taken by Paris. But Paris just couldn't find Sicharan. And the ball falls for Hibbert. And Hibbert strikes it once. He strikes it twice. And that ends the first half of this championship game here at the Trincity Community Football Cup 2025 at the Montague Recreation Ground here on M&ETV. And at the end of the first half, it's Bolio Avenue 0, Dinsley Village 0. So as we get the highlights, early going, Bolio Avenue did have the better of the exchanges. You see them taking shot after shot. And of course we see the dusty conditions. But as the game progressed, we see the Dinsley Village team taking the more advanced chances. And that was the end of the half. We have some halftime entertainment, if you will. We have some youngsters maybe taking some shots, giving the teams a bit of a breather in this halftime. So keep it right here on M&ETV. We're here at the Montague Recreation Ground for the Trincity Community Football Cup 2025. It's a championship game. It's goalless at this point between Bolio Avenue and Dinsley Village. We'll be back.
So it's the half-line kick, ladies and gentlemen. The ball is only allowed to bounce once. And once you're successful at that, you win yourself a voucher. Courtesy kind friends out there at Subway. What? On him. You go come and take a kick here. want to bounce once before it hits the back of the net. Whatever you do, the ball must bounce once. Alright, everybody. Jump to the inside, that's the middle. Alright. It's small, but that's how we're looking for, Captain. We want it up in the air. It only touches the ground once before it hits the back of the net, so I'll give it an extra. As we get ready for that halftime entertainment.
With no kitchen sicker.
We're going again. There, I know. Ready for warming up. Alright, you're going. Alright. Something like that, viewers. We have one more. We have time for one more. The youth man from Fatima. Alright, the youth man from Fatima, let me see you. As we get ready for show time. Some say inside, jump up. Nice. Animal and Jill and Brown. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we put our pause. After this one, we put our pause on it. The churro. Alright. Now, alright, ladies. We're going back after the game. After the game, we go again. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure now to bring to you our halftime entertainment from a neighboring community. This young man is a songwriter and performing artist. Ladies and gentlemen, Trincity Community, make some noise for your very own freedom! Ice Marshall, Young Marshall. I know anytime all you see on stage, all they go make noise, but all they linemen today, so. I know they play, look shit down, girl, and they sit back down. Way, girl, they're evil, girl. They like Meg's girl, girl. They tell me you love me, but you didn't love me. Guys, manifest pretty open, enjoy the performance. Give yourself a round of applause. Let me get back to the football now, man. Yeah, man! Ladies and gentlemen, we get ready for second half action here. Dinsley versus Julio. The scoreline, 0-0.
So in getting set here for the second half of this championship game here in the Trincity Community Cup 2025. Bolio Avenue in the orange. They will be defending the goal in on the left of your screen in the second half. And, on the right, you see Sicharan is trying to get that ball forward, but sending him a little wide. It was Kareem Dial. Powell is rolling it off the foot of Kylan Gay to win the corner. It was played all over, and here we see more dust. And nothing comes from the ensuing corner. So Bolio lives to tell the tale. And they are going to be putting the ball in play via a throw-in. So you see that piece of the netting. It was destroyed there by the man on the ball, Donald Hibbert, a little earlier in the game. Dyer just playing that ball forward, but to no one in particular. And goes over the line for a goal kick for the Dinsley Village team. Ball coming off the foot of Donald Hibbert. And he goes for a corner, but corner picked up by Hibbert. And still won by another Donald Paris. Innes played forward, and Innes keeps that ball in. Innes, very powerful individual, just hold on to that ball, and Hibbert just wins it, but won back by Dinsley. Eventually won back by Bolio, but played into touch by the Dinsley players, by the Bolio players, and Dinsley winning the free kick, the throw-in, which was eventually played out of touch by Mark Francois. Hibbert gets it. Hibbert plays that ball, picks it up again, and knocks it to Kylan Gay. Gay has not been the factor that he has been in the other games, but he's still there. Cicheran plays it to Powell. Powell looking to shoot, but opts to send it to Francois, who plays it back to him, and Akil Jack gets it. Then Kylan Gay trying to play it into touch. And it's a Dinsley Village throw-in. See Dinsley Village looking to continue rather to have a 100% record all the way to the end. And here comes Kylan Gay, but a whistle. And the whistle in favor of his team. It's going to be a free kick for the Bolio team in their half of the field. It's going to be taken by Donald Hibbert as he spots it, looking for, actually it's going to be taken by Kyonge, plays it to James Brown. Brown gets it back, tries to shoot that ball, but Powell is there. Powell sends it forward, trying to find Mark Francois, but a little too powerful for Francois. This goal kick is played forward. Brown trying to flick it on to Kylan Gay, but here comes Cicheran. He has it for Dinsley. He just plays that ball and cleared away by Kareem Dial. And definitely that ball is not coming back anytime soon. It is a throw-in, which was taken, but played back into touch by Bolio. Francois gets it to Powell. Powell gets it back to Francois. Francois played back to Powell, and Powell trying to get it to Citran. He does. Turns. Citran looking to, but it's a foul on Dial. Dial giving up the foul to, and here comes Jacques shooting for Dinsley, getting too much under that ball, coming off the structure of the enclosure here. As we see some of the players like Kylan Gay just trying to clear their eyes of this dust. This ball is played quickly, played forward. The back, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Dinsley Village squad. It's played to Citran. Citran held on and probably dragged back, but no whistle. And Powell just gets it, turns, gets it to Citran. How did Citran see that ball in that cloud of dust is beyond me, but that is going to be the feature for the remainder of the game. Powell plays it to Citran. Citran tries to get that ball, but it runs all the way for a goal kick for Bolio. Trying to play it forward, but won by Powell and turned there by Francois. Francois trying to get it forward, but plays it off Dial, and that ball goes for another throw-in for Dinsley, which was lost, played by the Bolio players. We see Kylan Gay playing a more defensive role in the thus far. Has been assigned, it seems, to Kishon Citran, who has that ball now. Just rolls it to Jack. Jack plays it to Francois. And Francois, we've seen what that left foot from Marc Francois can do. On this occasion, wasn't as successful as times before. So goal kick for the Bolio team, which is played long, high, hard, and for another goal kick for the Dinsley Village team. It's played by Paris. It's knocked for Citran. Citran plays it to Francois. Francois is upended by Dial. Dial, who has had a very good game, maybe not to the standard as some of the other players, the high-profile players, but he has had a very good tournament. This ball played into touch by James Brown. And Dinsley has this ball, and they won it, and they want to throw, and still retains possession to Paris. But he does lose it eventually. And a throw-in for the Bolio team, which was actually thrown to Citran, but Hibbert picks up the ball, and calling Powell forward is the referee for a yellow card. That was a very hard challenge on the slightly built Donald Hibbert. And it's a free kick for the Bolio team. And it's a cloud, a mist, that has descended over the Montague Recreation Ground. This ball is played, but won. Almost won there by Citran, trying to go forward. As we see Paris just shepherding James Brown off that ball. The ball's been played forward. As we see Gay and Citran tangling again. Citran continues to have it. Ball to be Bolio throwing. This ball is definitely going to be a Dinsley Village throw-in. It's going to be taken by Citran to Francois, back to Citran. Citran just plays it to the middle for Jack, and Jack plays it to Francois. Francois looking to knock it forward, but played. This game has been played. The Dust Bowl, and this ball they go forward, and that ball struck there by Brown. And we can't imagine that it's going to be a very comfortable ending to this game, given the conditions that it has to play. Powell just probably didn't see Akil Jack goes to the jab, but Jack tries the shot from a very narrow angle. Ball coming off Donald Hibbert and goes behind for a corner for the Dinsley Village team. Dinsley Village, yes, looking to play through Akil Jack. He has Francois in the middle. It's Powell on the outside. Powell plays it off Innes for Dinsley throw-in. Akil Jack gets it back. Paris plays it to Jack, and Paris gets it. And Akil Jack just trying to play that ball forward, just gets it off Innes. But here comes Sicharan. Sicharan plays it to Powell. Powell plays it back to Sicharan and trying to play it in the middle. And that ball was sort of wrong-footed by Dial and goes behind for a throw-in. So the domination of the possession at this point for the last 2 minutes or so has been for the Village team. That ball comes off the hand of Paris. Try to quickly pull it back, but it is a free kick for the Bolio team. Here comes Kylan Gay. Kylan Gay trying to play that ball forward. Plays that ball into touch. And it has been a battle between Gay and Sicharan so far. The ball just... And it's a free kick for the Bolio team. Innes just looking to play that ball, probably look to strike it. That ball played across the field to Kylan Gay, but Gay, we know, loves shooting, but it goes over everything. And it's a goal kick for the Village team, the Dinsley Village, but plays it too long and goes into touch this time for Dinsley Village. Powell trying to, some quick feet, play it to Sicharan. Sicharan plays it across the field, comes off Innes, goes into touch. Dinsley Village throwing. Ball still with Dinsley Village playing it forward. Innes intercepts, plays it to Gay. Gay looking for the best pass, and Akil Jack just slams that ball off with Gay's legs. Sicharan looking to win it. Powell, but here comes Brown. Brown trying to square that ball to Hibbert. Doesn't get it to Hibbert. That ball comes off the chest of Powell and then goes over the enclosure for a Bolio throw-in. As we hear the Dinsley Village fans in front of the commentary area here, making their voices heard. It's a throw-in for Bolio. It's an illegal throw, but it's a throw-in now for the Dinsley Village trying to play that ball forward. And we see a tangle between Gay and Sicharan. Sicharan goes to ground. And, no whistle, no call. Bolio plays that ball off the goal kick. Another high foot, giving the Dinsley Village team a free kick in their half of the field. Jaden Power playing that ball to Sicharan. Sicharan just composing himself, trying to send that ball forward to Jack, but a little too high for Jack. It goes all the way over for a throw-in for Bolio Avenue, taken by Kylan Gay, trying to get it to Hibbert. Hibbert trying to play that ball over, but he's surrounded by three blue shirts. Here comes Sicharan trying to get that ball to Francois. Francois turns. Not very awkward fall there from Francois. And Kylan Gay looking to get that ball forward, but Powell trying to play it away. As it goes into touch for Bolio. Kylan Gay looking to toss it in. Tosses into James. James Brown. Eventually ends up with Hibbert, who again goes to ground, but this time is knocked over by a player who's his height and size. His namesake, Donnell Paris. It's a free kick for the Bolio team as Sicharan tries to plead with the officials for some leniency. As Innes is over that ball looking to strike it and strikes it hard. comes off the boot of Paris, goes behind for a throw-in. Kylan Gay looking to take this throw-in here. Inside of the Dinsley half, Hibbert has it, turns, trying to turn, just goes behind for a goal kick. That kick is taken quickly, and Innes goes to ground. A free kick for the Bolio Avenue players, and a card coming out there. The card coming out might very well be for Sicharan, because the number 8, Jaden Powell, has already been booked. And another yellow card would see him making his way off the field. And, Richard Innes taking that shot, that ball coming off James Brown, and he plays it into the side netting. Paris looks to play this ball. Another yellow card, a card for James Brown. So it's a lot of card sharing here. And this ball comes off the head of Brown. Moves into touch. Jack plays it. And a turn from Francois. It almost gets it back to Jack, but cut off there by Brown. Jack plays it back to Powell. Powell plays it across the field to Sicharan, who plays it and shoots. Comes off Kareem Dial. Goes into touch on the far side. And we're just about to the end of regulation here as Sicharan plays that ball into the middle. And the physicality of the Bolio players. And a strike coming in there. And here comes Paris. And that ball comes off looks as though it comes off the hand of James Brown. And a lot of protesting here in the final seconds of this game. As we see the official on the far side having a word with Akil Jack of the Dinsley Village team. As Dinsley Village look to take a corner that could be the final kick of this game. Plays it to Francois, trying to play it forward, but allows it to go past the line for a goal kick. And that's the end of the match. That's the end of the match. So we will get extra time here in the final game, the championship game between Bolio Avenue and Dinsley Village, as this game has finished goalless at the end of regulation here at the Montague Recreation Ground. Break, and they're going to be back onto the field for the extra time. So both teams are back on the field and they're getting ready for the first 5 minutes of extra time. Bolio Avenue on the left. They are defending the goal on the left. Blue and yellow of Dinsley Village. They are on the left. Actually, they're on the left. And the orange team of Bolio on the right, defending the goal on the right. As we see Dinsley going forward quickly, trying to get that ball forward. Kion Gay, who's back on the field, he missed most of the second half. Ball played into touch. ball has been played by Roberts, who's had quite a quiet game at the back there. This ball, foul there, as their number 9, Abraham Thomas, makes his way onto the field and trying to give the Dinsley team a spark. And that ball, a very clever pass there from Cicheran, trying to find Francois, but a little too high for him to knock it down into the goal. This ball goes forward. Jaden Powell trying to get that ball forward, but he just sees it past the end line. It's a goal kick for Dinsley Village. Playing that ball forward and not trying to get it past, but we see Roberts just keeping that ball in play. He might have better served, letting that ball fly past his goal. Francois just wrestling with Kyan Gay there. It's a free kick for the Dinsley team, and a free kick quickly taken, but not to the liking of the officials. And it might very well be to the eventual liking of the Dinsley team, because that ball didn't go in. It almost went in, it came off the structure. So we see Marc Francois getting to his feet, hobbling to offensive position inside the penalty area of the Bolio team. All the Bolio players are in and around their penalty area. See Cicheran situation before. You see Kareem Dial playing it but plays it into touch. As a matter of fact, that ball came off the head of Kareem Dial. And Powell plays that ball forward, trying to get it to Francois. Cicheran not getting enough on that to keep it in. It's a Bolio throw. Comes to Innes. Innes trying to shield that ball off, but Powell knocks it into touch. It's another Bolio throw in, taken by James Brown. Brown plays that ball into Hibbert. Hibbert, a dangerous play there on the ground, and it's a free kick to Dinsley, which they took quickly and couldn't get it to Cicheran. And there's the halftime whistle for the extra period, and both teams are going to switch from one half to the next half. They have 1 minute to do so. Both teams we see looking rather winded. You can see Kylan Gay trying to urge Innes on. You see James Brown taking some deep breaths. And in this cloud of dust, it might be the healthiest thing, but they go again. Here comes Francois to Cicheran. Cicheran has it, knocks it back, plays it to Paris. Paris plays it across the field, trying to get it to Francois. Just couldn't get it out. That ball just goes to Thomas. Abraham Thomas just does win a throw-in, but it's an illegal throw. Foot on the line. Innes is going to take the throw for the Bolio team. It's won by Dinsley. Cicheran tries to place that ball to Francois. And he gets that ball back to Paris, but Paris just allows it to run over the line for throw-in. Throw-in is taken. Abraham Thomas is winning that, and he gets it back. And Powell, adjusts to have fouled Hibbert. And he doesn't want to reduce the ire of the official. Doesn't have anything to say to him, gives him a thumbs up. James Brown looking to take this free kick for the Bolio team. Setting himself, we see Kylan Gay to his left. And he strikes it, and he strikes it hard, strikes it high, off target. As we see Jaden Powell, and we see the Dinsley players looking to try to keep the Bolio players off target and playing that ball off. That's all the way across the field from Marc Francois. Doesn't seem as though they are interested in a penalty shootout. We see Innes playing that ball. Innes gets it, plays it to Brown. Brown to Hibbert, but to no one in particular across the face of the goal. And goes for a throw-in for Dinsley. He plays it across the field, trying to get it to Sicharan. However, goes into touch. Kylan Gay plays it, comes off Sicharan, goes into touch again. Another Bolio through. Bolio Avenue might be playing for the penalty shootout. They had one last night and won in the semifinals. So here comes Sicharan. Sicharan gets it, almost gets it back from Francois. Kareem Dial doing some very good defensive work there, lying on the ground and putting that ball into touch. Francois has it, trying to shoot, gets it on target, and this ball goes into the back of the net. Abraham Thomas, and there goes the Dinsley Village supporters, their players, pandemonium all over here at the Montague Recreation Ground, and Dinsley Village have scored through the boots of Abraham Thomas, who hadn't played all first half long, came into the game in the second half, and he has put the Dinsley Village team in front. Bolio Avenue seems to be crestfallen here in this extra period. And almost getting it back here is Donna Hibbert, and you could see the stress on his face for missing that shot. And if the camera persons could pan all the way around the ground, you could see the number of Dinsley Village players who are here and celebrating as though that this game is already won. Just about a minute remaining in this game. And would it be that Dinsley Village could just hold on to this lead and hold on to their 100% record? And there's a goal scorer, Abraham Thomas. Thomas has that ball, and actually that's Donnell Paris trying to get that ball forward, and that ball was slammed off a Bolio body. It's going to be a goal kick for Dinsley. Plays it forward and plays it to Mark Francois. And Francois trying to get that ball forward, but played into touch by Kareem Dial. Sicharan plays it, throws it in, and they hold it in the corner. Just continue to hold it. It's going to be a free kick for the Bolio team. And Bolio might be thinking this might very well be the end of the line, but here comes James Brown playing that ball forward and plays it way ahead and way high. But to no one in particular, it's a goal kick for the Dinsley team. I imagine that this right in front of us, this group of people in front of us is going to erupt as soon as the final whistle goes, as we see that ball just bouncing into touch there for a Bolio throw. And all the Dinsley Village players and their supporters just waiting patiently. They anticipate that the final whistle is not too far away. Kareem Dyer looking to get a handle on that ball to try to get that ball in play. You see, we hear the referee playing that ball, asking that ball to come back. And it might very well be the quietest that we've had the crowd here all night long. You can see Charan just holding on to possession, going to ground. Ball going into touch for Bolio as they strike back up the rhythm section. And we're just about stoppage time. Jaden Powell playing that ball forward. Dinsley Village the 2025 Trincity Community Football Cup champions, defeating Bolio Avenue 1-0 in the extra time. And what a hard-fought final this was here at the Montague Recreation Ground. And they are celebrating their proceeding out of the enclosure. As a matter of fact, some of their fans have made their way into the enclosure to celebrate with them. A goal courtesy of Abraham Thomas, banged in the second period of the extra time. Dinsley Village are this year's tournament champion. And we look to find one of their players to have a word with. Keep it right here on M&ETV. So we're here tonight with the 2025, and you all can make some noise, the 2025 Trincity Community Football Cup. We're here at Dinsley Village, and congratulations guys. Kishon, you yourself was one of the standout players, but we want to also, the guy who actually probably would have scored the most important goal for you guys in this year's tournament. That's Abraham Thomas. Abraham, congratulations. I know you guys love it.
Thanks very much.
So, in that particular situation where it was late in the game and penalties were looming, and you had that opportunity, I know you didn't have anything to think about, but when you scored that goal, take us through that moment.
Well, it was a nice score, the winning goal, and already know.
Talking about. So, with all these guys, everybody talking about Sean, everybody talking about Jaden, everybody talking about Mark and everything. Everybody had to talk about you. So listen, if it is that them fellas was getting the big money, you have now some leverage to make some big money. What you saying about that?
Yes.
So,
yeah.
So, guys, congratulations again, Kishon. I know you are one of the leaders, and Akil Jack and the other guys. Connie and those guys played well. Paris, you guys played well. What's that? Well, no, under that. Apart from the fact that you guys had a 100% record, you guys went the entire tournament without conceding a goal. Which of these, I mean, we know winning the tournament is great, but which of these achievements actually stands out most for you?
Winning the tournament without losing and without conceding any goal is a very, very big achievement. I don't think nobody will be able to do that no time soon. Thanks to Donnell and Chris. Donnell was real solid this tournament. Besides me and Mark and Jadon going forward attacking, defensively he was very solid. For me, he was one of the main players in the tournament for us because in the back there he was real solid. Nobody couldn't pass. Thanks, Donnell.
This was the second time you guys would have played Bolio in this game. How was different from the first game to this game?
Well, they had a fair chance to prepare for us because they play us already. So they tried to come and take the game away from me and Mark. But as you say, it's a traded monster, but I think we had our fourth head. Hey, we go ahead tonight. Thanks again. We couldn't do it without the fans. They motivate us a lot. They were cheering us on a lot. Thanks again to the whole of Dinsley. And we hold our promise. We tell them we are bringing the cup to the front and we carry it out there tonight and celebrate champagne.
Here first, and we will be here every year.
So more than anything else, I know long weekend, only had $10,000 to spend, right? What does that feeling feel like?
Can't really explain. We just go in and enjoy it. We work hard, we work our socks off, we play together as a team, and everybody deserves to enjoy it. Go and have fun now. Animal, Kobo, you can join me, boy, if all I want.
Ladies and gentlemen, on M&ETV, your 2025 Trincity Community Football Cup champions, Dinsley Village. Congratulations, guys. So we've come to the end of this year's tournament here at the Montague Recreation Ground. Our champions, the Dinsley Village team, they have defeated the Bolio Avenue team 1-0 in the extra time. We're hoping that we could have had an interview with the Bolio team, and we're still hoping for that to happen. But we're here on M&ETV. So we indeed are going to conclude our broadcast for tonight. And we want to thank everyone for joining us here on M&ETV. Also, we're here. We're going to conclude our broadcast with the prize giving, which is going to be coming up just a bit. So we might very well have an interview with the runners-up prior to the prize giving ceremony. So keep it right here on M&ETV.
stage area as we get ready for the presentation as well. Also, we would like to have the representatives from all the teams that took part in the competition to be stateside. Ladies and gentlemen, do remember we have the after party as well, hosted by alumni. We also have the prize winning ceremony. Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what's the only thing? This is a call for all the teams to be present stateside right now. All teams, make sure you're still with your kit, at least as the support, at least first, second, and third. You want it stateside. We call in on first, second, and third teams stateside. Right now, let's kick off this.
So we're here with Kylan Gay. Kylan, wasn't the result that you guys were looking for tonight? You know, last night you guys, a lot of people might have thought that you guys were lucky, but you were here and you were worthy enough to be here. So take us through the entire game for me.
Throughout the game, we was more on the defensive. Because they had more of the possession. They created a lot of chances this time. In the end, there a little lapse in concentration with the last man, a little bit of miscommunication, and that we conceded. But overall, a good performance from us. You know, we stick to our plan, and at least we reach far.
Was it late in that, just before the goal would have scored, would you guys would have been thinking that you could have held on for the penalties and probably take your chances like you did last night?
Well, the plan really wasn't to hold on. The plan was to go for it because we were getting opportunities also with Miss on top. And, you know, it just didn't work out today. So, congrats to the next team. Congrats to Dinsey Village. But next time around, we'll work hard again.
You made mention of he was out for the last game. He was suspended for the last game. We know that he is a big part of your plans. How was the game different with him in the game?
With him, sitting physicality, one top, he pulls up the ball very well. He tried to get us involved by playing the little 1-2s. So today it was a plus for us to have him back, you know, and still called, but we're grateful for having him.
I know you realize that part of the plan was for you to actually, because for a lot of the game you were marking Kishon Sicharan. So was that part of the plan, and did it work to the extent that you all wanted?
Yeah. Well, it did work because they didn't get any chances. Kishon and the Marquis, the Jaden, they didn't get any chances today. It was just a lapse in communication at the back, and that was it. But I did my part. They didn't turn. They didn't create much. So it's just unfortunate for us today.
Tough luck tonight, but coming second in any tournament is a great achievement for a lot of people. So it was fabulous, and hopefully you guys could take it next year, please God.
Thanks. Yeah, man.
So that was Kylan Gay from the runners-up. Bolio Avenue. And we're getting ready for the prize giving that's going to be taking place in just a bit. Keep it right here on M&ETV.
All right, so this is a call for Delama, Bolio, and Dinsley Avenue. You want it stateside right now. We get ready for the presentation as well. And you can also win yourself some hampers here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to get a word from our chairman, Councillor Josiah Austin. He's going to give us a vote of thanks as we get ready to kickstart the ceremony here, ladies and gentlemen. Josiah Austin, our chairman, the Yako Regional Corporation. Indicative of where we are going as a constituency, as a district. At this time, we've seen the growth of this competition after 2 years of inter-avenue now Trincity Community Football Cup. We are now in a phase. Next year, we have something bigger in the cup. So we look forward to high-intensity style football. But at this time, I particularly would like to particular attention to the Dinsley Village team and the supporters who came out in their numbers and must say Dinsley Village really representing, and give yourselves a round of applause for that. I'd like to call our sponsor, that is Office of the Prime Minister, Sport and Culture, Water, Subway, Coca-Cola, Hadco, ADM, Best Deals, Tropical Tent Rental, Apangs, and Carib, our sponsors who came on board in short time to make this possible as we continue to bring these special events to you in fine style. Look forward to more collaborations from myself, from our Honourable Member of Parliament, Camille Robinson Regis, who was with us this evening, who on the 28th of April, we will all ram our X by the Balisay to ensure that we return the People's National Movement to government, and we will continue to enjoy events like these. So without further ado, we'll move quickly into the award ceremony part of it. We have a special fireworks segment. We have an after party after that, and we'll continue to do things like these. Look forward to more. Check our social media pages. Both myself, the Honourable Member of Parliament, our councillors here with us, Councillor Stefan Watley, Councillor Maria Batiste. We continue to do things like these to make it possible and make sure you enjoy yourselves in this constituency of Trincity Maloney. Tomorrow you can join us in La Hocketa Phase 2, where we will be playing our All-Star constituency team will be playing the All-Star. Trincity Melody will be playing the All-Star. La Hocketa, Talpao All-Star team. So look forward to that. We have lots of professional and national players from our constituency representing us. So that will be a fun time tomorrow from 9 p.m. Phase 2 La Hocketa Terminix grounds. So again, special thanks to everyone who came out in their numbers to make this possible, to show how good and how great we are as a constituency, as a community in Trincity. So thank you, much love. Back to you, Super.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our councillor and chairman of the Tulapuna Piaco Regional Corporation, Josiah Austin.
Oh, before I leave, I'd like to pay special thanks and commendation to Mr. Mandela Espine and Mr. Elijah Bain, who were the coordinators of this event and made this possible. They've been with me from day one and they're right in front of me. Let's give them a round of applause. They really made this possible. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chairman. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we move on to the prize giving, Chairman, I'll ask you to remain on stage as we get ready to name our best over 40 player here at this third annual Trincity Community Cup. And that award goes to Mr. Andron Warwick from King Farm 1.
Hi. Hi,
As Andron makes his way stateside, we just want to remind all the teams who wanted stateside as well.
Just now.
All teams will make your way stateside. We are live on ESPN. Let me make this thing look good now. The fellas pull on their kit and come out here. You're not skin mark up in these stars, so here. But that sound is here.
I ain't jumping. What we giving him? Jumping up? No. Is this one?
Ladies and gentlemen, our best over 40 player here, Andrew Warwick. Yeah, man. That's what we're talking about. So we get ready for our best youth player. I need you to feel no type of way to play a little celebration for them. Best and best youth player, ladies and gentlemen, for Castleton. Herschel Parks. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for young Herschel Parks.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Herschel Parks, best youth player. Now we get ready for the presentation from national player Michael Williams as he makes his way to the stage to join our chairman, Josiah Austin. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Williams as he get ready for the most score. Drop the low DJ. Most scores, and we asking all the supporters of all the teams the Dinsley supporters, the Bolio supporters, the Delamere supporters to come in as we get ready to present most goals. It's a three-way tie with most goals here. I believe it's 4 goals. And we have Sani. We have Sani. We will also call on Andrew Warwick to join us again. And the third player to join the most goals circle, ladies and gentlemen, Kishore Sitawad. As we ask Mickey Williams here to present the awards.
No, you
She's also
men sharing the gal with me and they don't know. As a random
ladies and gentlemen, Sani, Andrew, and Kishore. We also have some more hampers here. Soca DJ, Soca, got song right there for this. Carry a nice Soca songs. We have some hampers here, could see Karen as well. One more time, we want to give it up for Sani, Andrew, and Kishore. We would like to ask Kishore and Sitawad to please stay on the stage as we get ready for the most valuable player of the tournament, ladies and gentlemen, Kishore Sitawad! Kishore, all right? So, we're moving on to the teams. We now call on Councillor Maria to make her way on stage as we get ready to do the presentation for the community on the avenue with the most vibes, ladies and gentlemen. And they will be given a hamper or hampers courtesy Karen. Look, Maria, too much here. Little ones. What? Maria, get on the list. This is a councillor who knows how to get the hands dirty. I know what it takes to get the results. Maria, Batiste, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the councillor. Hard-working leader, Aaron leader. The community with the most vibes and more support goes to the one and done, Trincity We call it one representative. One representative to make the way on the stage. Take a look. Two representatives. Any two. Oh God. Any two. Any two. We get ready for the presentation of third place. And the third place title goes to, Delamere Avenue. What Delamere? The little anthem on there, that's what we're talking about. Delamere Avenue. We have Ricardo Lopez representing Delamere here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. As Councillor Matisse hands in the medals. Thank you so much, Delamere, and also thank you so much to our Councillor Maria. Thank you so much, Councillor Maria, as well as we call on Councillor Wetley from Maloney. Anybody from Maloney on the Maloney team? Maloney's in the building still. Your Councillor is here, make some noise for your Councillor Maloney. Yeah, man. We get ready for our second place. And we call it for the entire team. Julio Avenue. Second place, Julio. We're going to run the cash off that way. We're going to cash off that. Oh, yeah, man. We right no cash. We right no cash. We right no cash. Julio. Oh, man. Some sad faces here. Just say we get over here. All right, get energy. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Second place goes to Julio Avenue. They will be receiving $5,000 as well as trophy and medals. And as I mentioned earlier, the chairman and of course our MP made an executive decision to up the winning prize here to $10,000 from $5,000 to $10,000, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Julio Avenue. Second place here. Thank our councillor as well. Wadley. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we get ready for our 2025 Trincity Community Cup winners. Hailing from the streets of Alexander, Macaulay, 6th Street, Moran Street, George Street, George Street, Temple Street, Trincity. Let's see represent Trincity Village with the cash prize of $4,000, sorry, and the 2025 trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, the Trincity Community Cup winners, Trincity! I want you guys to help me when you come down. From 5, we go to number 1. We go in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1,